my love, regard, respects, and pranams to all the divine souls listening. My humble prostration at the feet of a glorious lineage of Kriya Yoga masters, my Charan Vanda to Gurudev, and my Shat Shat Pranam to Guruji. It's truly my honor to be with you, all the divine souls who are listening. We'll start with a prayer. The lyrics are also on the screen. My greetings from Vancouver. Just see the beauty of the technology, that although we are in different countries, in different cities, and maybe in different time zones, but at this particular moment, we are all spiritually and mentally connected in one bond. Beautiful spiritual bond with the ever divine presence and blessings of our gurus showering on each and every one of us. So today's topic for discussion is the foundation of the guru-disciple relationship, the pillar on which the spiritual journey rests. We'll talk about the guru preceptor. When the Sadguru comes into your life, and some of the important aspects of the guru-disciple relationship. Now, the prayer we said just now describes and glorifies the Guru. It says that Guru is Brahma, the creator of Gyan, Vairagya, and Bhakti, which means knowledge, devotion, and detachment from materialism. Guru is Vishnu, or the sustainer. It is indeed the Guru who helps us to sustain these divine qualities despite the troubles and turmoils of life with constant guidance. He stands behind us like a pillar. And Guru is Mahesh, the ultimate destroyer of the negativity, the stumbling stones of anger, hatred, jealousy, and transforms our life. That is why Guru is above all three, Brahma, Vishnu, and Mahesh. It is indeed the Guru who introduces us to God, and it is He who leads us to a final destination in life. My salutation to that, Sri Guru. Now, this prayer we said just now is from Guru Gita, and Guru Gita is the song of the Guru. It is a Hindu scripture that has been authored by sage Vyas, and it is from Sikand Puran. This text describes a conversation between Lord Shiva and Ma Parvati, in which she asks him to teach her about the Guru and liberation. And Lord Shiva answers her by describing the Guru preceptor, the proper way to worship the Guru. There are more than 100 to 400 verses. I will share just some of them with you today. In verse 14, it says that the root word Gu stands for darkness, as explained as the remover of darkness, and Ru for the light. It is the Guru is the remover of darkness or the ignorance from the devotee's life with rule or the light of his knowledge. And it is the Guru who lightens up our souls. It says that God and Guru are one. The same devotion you have for God should be the same for the Guru. In verse 35 of Guru Gita, it says, this verse, the meaning of this verse is that there is no difference between contemplation of your own Guru and contemplation of the infinite Lord Shiva. Indeed, chanting the name of the Guru is as powerful as chanting the mantra of the infinite Lord Shiva. Further, in verse 8 of Guru Gita, it says that think of the Guru in every action you perform. And if you sprinkle the water over your head while remembering the lotus feet of Sri Guru, you obtain the same benefits as bathing in all places of pilgrimages. In verse 13 of Guru Gita, the explanation of this verse is that if you think of nothing else but me, you will easily reach the highest state of self-realization. Thus, focus one-pointedly on merging with the Guru. Further, in verse 86, Lord Shiva says, Devi, here Devi is referred to as Ma Parvati, that by following the path of the Guru, I have clearly shown you how to achieve liberation through devotion. And lastly, in verse 108 of Guru Gita, it says, indeed, the Guru is Shiva. Indeed, Guru Gita is Shiva, and the Guru is indeed Shiva. This is my command, this is my command, and this is my command. Here, Lord Shiva endorses it by repeating it 3 times. Indeed, the place of the Guru in Hindu mythology is said to be the highest, not only in Hinduism, but in other religions too. There is a beautiful Vani of Sant Kabir, which signifies the importance of the Guru. It says, Guru Govind dono khade, kake lagu paye, balihari Guru aapne, Govind pyo bataya. The meaning of this verse is, it means that if Guru and God are both standing in front, whom should I greet first? Then the Kabir Sahib says, Guru first. It is only because of the Guru's teachings that introduced you to God. Further, in Shri Guru Granth Sahib Ji, in Asa Diwar, there is another very beautiful verse. And the meaning of this verse is that if 100 moons were to rise and 1,000 suns appeared, even with such a light, they would still be pitch darkness without the Guru. Without a true Guru, no one has obtained liberation. Excuse me. Now we'll talk when God sends the Sadguru into your life. Now God has sent us to this world to play a divine drama of Lord Himself. Our sole purpose in life is to learn, and through learning to grow, and through continued growth to express our true nature, our ultimate goal, and merge back into the source from where we came. Now this journey, it begins with a tender care in the mother's arm and ends in the last breath in the lapse of death. There is a continuous process of learning. After the tender care of the mother, when we encounter this world full of sufferings and miseries, our inner experiences lead us to our onward journey. Understanding of our earthly lives until a time comes when the soul within us prompts us to think, surely this world is not my home. It is a temporary cage. There must be something more to it. And a man whose consciousness evolves to this point that he starts to contemplate on what is life, who am I, and what is the purpose of my life. When this earnestness grows deeper and deeper, the Lord responds to such a seeker by drawing him to religion and to philosophical books. They satisfy his initial thirst, but this knowledge becomes inadequate, and he begins to yearn for a personalized realization of truth. He looks for a teacher or a guru to answer the anguished cry of his child. The compassionate Lord sends an enlightened teacher, true guru, a self who has realized the self, a Sadguru pathway to liberation. Just as God has created this whole universe which runs by the cosmic laws, the guru-disciple relationship is rooted in that law, the law of loyalty, obedience, surrender, and faith. These are the pillars or the foundation of the guru-disciple relationship. Now, the base of the spiritual journey is loyalty. As Gurudev and Guruji would always say that all religions, they lead only to God. Seek until you find the spiritual teachings that draw and fully satisfy your own heart. Once having found it, let nothing touch your loyalty again. Put your entire faith upon it, and you will find the results you are seeking. Yogananji, in his book, Autobiography of a Yogi, he says that the souls of those who are in tune with him, the Guru can establish a temple of God only through loyalty. So obedience to the Guru is another important aspect, bending our indisciplined, whimsical will in obedience to the Guru's wisdom. It's again that when Yogananji, he entered the ashram of his Guru, Sri Yukteswar Giri, as a disciple, his Guru almost at once made the statement, "Allow me to discipline you, for the freedom of the will does not consist in doing anything according to the dictates of your prenatal and postnatal habits and whims, but in acting according to the suggestion and wisdom of the Guru. If you tune your will with mine, you will find the results. The do's and the don'ts, which are defined by the Guru, they are for your spiritual progress." There's a beautiful story in the Hindu scriptures about sage Valmiki. His original name was Ratnagar. He was a dacoit, and he made his livelihood by robbery. And one day, Sage Narad was passing through the jungles. He was attacked by Ratnagar. As Narad Muni played his veena, veena is a musical instrument, and sang the glories of the Lord, transformation started coming in him. And Narad Muni then approached Ratnagar and asked him, "Why do you do this sinful act?" Ratnagar replied, "It is for my family." And Narad said, "Whether the family for whom you do this sinful act be a part of your sins?" "Surely," said Ratnagar. And Narad Muni said, "While I wait here, you go home and ask the same question to your family." So Ratnagar hurriedly heads home, and on bluntly being refused by his family members, Ratnagar was heartbroken, and he fell at Narad Muni's feet and expressed his anguish. Narad Muni wanted to bring a transformation in his life and told him that you sit here and chant Ram Ram and Ram Ram until he returns. And since Ratnakar had never uttered the name of the Lord, he started chanting Mara Mara. But Ratnakar followed the instructions obediently and kept sitting in this posture until his whole body was covered with anthills. At last, Narad Muni came to see him. He removed the anthill from his body and told Ratnakar that his austerity or his tapasya has been paid off, and God was pleased with him, and he gave him the honor of Maharishi and gave him the name of Valmiki, who later composed Ramayana, one of the most prominent Hindu scriptures. Such is the power of faith and obedience to the Guru. Surrender to the Guru is true devotion. Surrender is another form of unshakable faith in the Guru-disciple relationship. A true Guru is like a boat. Few are those who realize it. It is His grace that carries us across and we reach our final destination in life. Guruji always emphasized that ego is the worst enemy, the biggest stumbling stone in the spiritual journey. Ego is the vile cloud of delusion, discrimination that keeps us away from God. And Gurudev would say, banish this ego. When the ego dies, there is complete surrender. It's like a baby monkey who surrenders and clings to his mother, while the mother jumps from one branch to another, and the little one knows that he is safe. Such is the power of surrender. In Bhagavad Gita, in chapter 18, verse 66, the meaning of this verse is that Lord Krishna says, take shelter in him alone, O Arjun. By his grace, you will attain the supreme peace and the eternal abode. Resigning all your duties, all your dharmas, take refuge in me alone. I shall liberate you from all evils. Do not worry. Again, in Bhagavad Gita, chapter 7, verse 14, here Lord says that to receive his grace, the soul must qualify itself by surrender to God. In this verse, the Lord explains that my Maya consists of three modes of nature, which are very difficult to overcome. But those who surrender unto me cross the Bhavsagar, or they reach their final destination. Surrendering to the Guru is the key to your spiritual progress. It is the Guru who takes care of every aspect of the disciple. He knows what suits the disciple best, as the Guru is all pervasive and is ever aware of what lies in store for his disciple. Guru is like a mirror of perfection, reflecting the character and image of the disciple. True faith, devotion, reverence, and surrender allows the Guru to work on the personal flaws and weaknesses of the devotees that block his path of sadhana. As Gurudev would say, mistakes are not for mistakes, but for corrections. Do not dwell on your mistakes, but meditate, meditate, and meditate. I remember one time a devotee came to Gurudev requesting for higher caress, and Gurudev looked straight into his eyes and said, dear sir, the mango is not yet ripe. When the mango is fully ripe, it has a different color, sweetness, and fragrance. Do not worry. When the time comes, Guru will make the way. When given an opportunity, we meditated in Gurudev's room, and Gurudev would come and sit right in front. And with his knuckles, he would hit hard on the fontanel. several times. Break this coconut. This is the place where the God abides, and this is the door to your liberation. The divine touch of Gurudev would send waves of divine energy, which at times were very difficult to behold, and we would all be merged in divine blissness, very extremely difficult to express. Now, faith, the world in which we live, is found on relatively. Hence, it is unstable. We know not from day-to-day lives whether our bodies are going to be well or beset by disease. We neither know whether our loved ones would be with us tomorrow or not. This fear of uncertainty creates insecurity. And man is insecure because he has no faith. And Jesus Christ in Matthew 17:20, he says that really I say unto you, if you have faith as a grain of a mustard seed, ye shall say unto this mountain, remove hence to a yonder place, and it shall move, and nothing shall be impossible unto you. Such is the power of faith. Again, in the Hindu scriptures, there is a very beautiful story of Shabri. Shabri was an outcast, and one day she ran away from home and came to the hermitage of sage Marthan. He gave her shelter. She would clean and take care of the ashram and run all the errands and serve the rishi. So one day, Sage Maran called Shabri and said, my daughter, I'm leaving this body. Is there anything you want me to do before I go? And Shabri prayed, Lord, please take me with you to the highest abode you are going. And Sage Maran said, no, you still have time on earth, but one day Lord Ram will come and he will liberate you. Then you can come and join me. Shabri had unwavering faith in her guru's words, and in anticipation of Lord Ram coming, she would get up early every day and go to the forest and collect the berries to serve in case Ram came. In this way, she spent many years, and one day, Lord Ram and Brother Lakshman, while wandering in the forest, they came to the hermitage of Shabri. On seeing Lord Ram and having his darshan, she could not hold herself. With tears of joy and excitement, she ran and brought the sweet berries and said, I have selected only the sweetest berries and tasted every berry to make sure that I brought the sweetest berries. Please take it, Lord. When Lord Ram was about to take the berry, Lakshman said, brother, these are already half eaten. But Lord Ram, upon seeing their unconditional love, devotion, faith, he picked up and ate it all and said, brother, these are the sweetest berries I've ever eaten. Lord was touched with your devotion, faith, and love. Ask me anything you wish, Shabri. I'm pleased with your devotion. And Lord blessed her, and she achieved the eternal abode of Sri Ram at the end of her life. The guru-disciple relationship is eternal. The guru's omnipresence, his guidance, his teachings, they prevail not only for a few years, but they dwell on earth forever. As Yogananji said, that many devotees, they came during my lifetime, and I recognize them from their past lives. In the autobiography of a yogi, there's a beautiful instant when Lahiri Masha met Mahavatar Babaji. Babaji said, Lahiri, you have come. It's me who called you here. And took Lahiri Masha to the cave and asked, do you remember this seat? And he pointed to the folded blanket in one corner. No, replied Lahiri Masha. Babaji then touched Lahiri Masha's forehead At this magnetic touch, a wondrous current swept through, which released the sweet memories of his previous life. And there Himasha said, yes, you were my guru in my past life. Now to conclude, my eternal gratitude to my Gurudev and Guruji, who have been a source of inspiration and guidance throughout my life. The memorable journey of almost 35 years at the foot of Gurudev had been so precious in my life that each and every moment is still so fresh in my mind. If anybody would ask today, have you seen God? I humbly would say yes, definitely, in Gurudev and Guruji. After seeing them and being with them, I have no desire to see God. They are God to me. My only desire is that as long as I live, these divine memories, they stay until my last breath. And I would feel blessed and fortunate to be of any service to them. Although Gurudev is not present in his physical body, but his presence is always felt. Any trouble came in life, Gurudev stood like a pillar, and the answer came during meditation. Words fail to express his grief, and Gurudev would often whisper, you all are the most fortunate ones practicing Kriya Yoga. Do not do your sadhana with implicit faith and devotion, and I can assure you, you will be liberated in this lifetime. I am confident. Gurudev has molded Guruji in his own image, and Guruji has dedicated his life to the service of humanity. He works and travels tirelessly to spread the message of his master. A true self-realized yogi, selfless, a powerful speaker, and a wonderful writer. Guruji had been observing silence since the start of the pandemic, and the time spent in seclusion was for deeper prayers and meditation to alleviate mankind from the present sufferings. And he continues to move forward, spreading his wisdom through his writings and books. I humbly bow down again and again with utmost gratitude for having given us this rare opportunity to serve such great masters of this age. And I humbly bow down at their feet with a prayer. Tumeva Mata, Cha Pita Tumeva, Tumeva Bandhu, Cha Sakha Tumeva, Tumeva Vidya, Dravinam Tumeva, Tumeva Sarvam, Mam Dev Deva, Tumeva Sarvam, Mam Dev Deva. Now we will spend the next 15 minutes in general meditation or commune with God. With deep love, devotion, faith, and surrender, asking Him for His blessing. Asto ma sadgamya, tamso ma jyotirgamya, mrityor ma amritam gamya. O Lord, lead me from falsehood to truth. Lead me from darkness to light, and lead me from death to immortality. Sit wherever you are. Sit straight, but relaxed. Keep the spine straight. Eyes closed. Bringing the attention in between the two eyebrows, in the soul center, Agya Chakra, or the divine kingdom. take this opportunity to detach yourself from the outside world and anchor yourself in the divinity, which is your true self, your true nature, your breath. Observe every inhalation and every exhalation like a witness. God is formless, but how do we feel His presence? It is through breath. As the rishis have said, Vayu Pratyaksh Devta, that your breath is the direct manifestation of the living power of God within. Watch Him, every breath God conscious, offering your gratitude. Now inhale, slow, long, deep. Hold the breath and gently bend forward and exhale. Normal, conscious breathing. Total surrender. No ego. Oh Lord, please hold my hands and lead me from darkness to light. Now take a deep inhalation and gently rising, and sit up and exhale. Normal, conscious breathing. Before we enter into the state of meditation, we need to control, which is not a technique, but a state of mind. To control the mind, we need to control the breath. We'll do a couple of pranayams to regulate our breathing with deep inhalations and deep exhalations according to your capacity. As you inhale, take in all the divine qualities, and with every exhalation, bring out all the negativity from within, cleansing yourself to receive His divine grace, His love. Now, we'll do a couple of cyclic breathings from the bottom of the spine to the top of the head. Just try cyclic breathings. Inhale, love. Exhale, anger. Inhale, peace. Exhale, jealousy. Inhale purity. Exhale lust. Deep inhalations, deep exhalations. Inhale humility. Exhale ego. Inhale generosity. Exhale enmity. Deep inhalations, deep exhalations. Inhale devotion. Exhale fear. Inhale joy. Exhale sadness. Now your breath has become equal. Sit straight with no body movement. Bringing the attention in between the eyebrows in the soul center. With slow, shallow, feeble breathing. Feeble the breath, calmer is the mind. Calmness, Shantakara. Inner and outer stillness. Go deeper and deeper into the sound of silence. Nothing more to practice. Enjoy the divine bliss. Bringing the attention back into the body consciousness, gently open your eyes, feeling refreshed, energized, and peaceful. Maintain that peace within and all around. Feeling the presence of God and Gurus, let us pray for all. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramaya, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschit dukh bhavet. May all be happy. May all be healthy. May there be only auspiciousness. May no one have a share in sorrow. May there be only peace, love, harmony in the whole creation. And I humbly bow to each and every one of you. May your faith, devotion, love, and surrender multiply each day as you progress in your spiritual sadhana. May the blessings of God and Gurus be upon us all. Om Purnamidaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnmadaya Purnameva Vishishyate. Before I close, I would like to express my thanks to Jitkin for putting these slides together. May God bless you all. Thank you for listening.